All right. Hey, welcome to another episode of Coach P's Perspective. This is another short time solo episode. And tonight I want to run through real fast setting up your environment for success. So, and really this ties to habits, but if you want to be good at something, if you want to progress in something, if you want to just make incremental adjustments over time, setting up your environmental success is a big part of this. All right. So I want to start with the night before, right? So a lot of times people talk about having a great morning routine, waking up at a certain time. And they can be really elaborate, but maybe it's something like you get your morning coffee, you do a little reading, you do some praying, do some meditation, get a shower, a cold shower, whatever it is. So people find and have these morning routines, which are awesome. I love them. All right. Find something that works for you really well. But success often comes from having an environment set up the night before. So if you know that you have trouble because you're going to get up a little bit late and then you can't get your morning routine going, and let's just be honest, it's not always easy to get up early and get everything done and then get the kids ready and then get off to work, those type of things. So the night before, you might go in and get your clothes ready. And this is something I've done since I've been younger. And I don't know if I'm a little OCD in this area or what it is, but get all of your clothes ready and laid out the night before. Get your lunch. And maybe you're, somebody who meal preps at the beginning of the week, but even if you're not, the night before is pretty easy. Go get your lunch ready, get everything set. Maybe you have a sandwich and an apple, whatever it is, get those things ready the night before so that you're not rushing around crazy in the morning. You want to be able to do your morning routine and get your day off on a good start. So really it serves, or it comes from the night before. That is setting up an environment for success. So whenever we do this, any environment for success, we're thinking ahead of time. Okay. If you are at work and you have your desk, I'm not going to tell everybody they have to be, overly ultra organized, but find a setup that works for you. Okay. Maybe it needs to be feng shui. Maybe you need to have very minimal on your desk. Maybe you have to have your files in a certain place, whatever it is. Set it up so that if you need a notepad, it's right there beside you. If you need a journal, it's right there beside you. Okay. So I'm not just talking about what's on your laptop or what's on your computer. I'm talking about the things that are around you so that you're not wasting time. You can get right to it. Okay. Food. This is a really big one. If you want to achieve a certain level of fitness, and that's different for everyone, but maybe you want to lose weight. Maybe you want to gain muscle. Maybe you want to, build your immune system. Maybe you want to just eat a little bit better. Okay. Set up your environment for success. If you know that, okay, hey, I buy a bag of cookies, I'm going to eat the whole bag of cookies. Well, guess what? Don't buy the bag of cookies. Okay. If they're not in the pantry, you're not going to eat them. Instead, and again, sometimes when we go to the store, we're hungry, we want to buy those type of things, but it takes a little bit of discipline and it takes a little bit of forward thinking to do this. Okay. But if we're buying blueberries and apples and bananas, and we're getting healthy meats and avocados, and we're getting things that we know that we should be eating. All right. And again, adjust any of those things for your nutritional needs and your fitness goals. But getting those things, having them there, having them readily accessible. Okay. And if you are a person that likes snacks and you want to have some around, but you have trouble controlling yourself, make them difficult to get to. All right. So literally, this may seem extreme, but if you're somebody who, hey, I want to have a couple cookies a day, or I want to be able to have them a couple times a week, maybe they don't need to go in the pantry. Okay. Maybe you need to find a closet in another room and double bag them and make them difficult to get to. So it's going to take 20, 25 seconds to get there. A lot of times, just the thought of the extra effort will make you say, it's not worth it. I'm not going to go in there and get that. Okay. So setting up your environment for success. If you are wanting to increase in this, I'm going to go right along with this, the nutrition, increase your fitness levels through working out. Okay. Getting a gym membership, putting your workout, maybe if it's going to be in the morning, having your workout clothes right there beside your bed. So whenever you turn out of bed, you start putting on your sweatpants and your tennis shoes and you get them tied. No matter how tired you are, you put those things on. Now it just, at least through perception, it seems easier just to go work out than it does to take those things off and get back into bed. All right. So make it very easy for you to do that. If your workout time is going to be later in the day, okay, and you know that you can do that consistently, again, have your gym bag ready so that whenever it's time to go work out, you can grab your stuff, you can go. You can have maybe a pre-workout snack, you can have your pre-workout supplements. All those things are prepped, giving you an environment for success. Okay, maybe it's just something, and this will be my last example, but something as simple as reading. Reading is phenomenal. It's not something I did a lot growing up, and it's something that I do a lot now. There aren't many better ways to just stimulate your mind to grow in any area, because no matter what it is you want to get better in, there's a book out there about it. And a lot of times by someone who has succeeded in a very high level in the area that you want to succeed in. Or maybe it's just fun reading, right? Maybe you want to read a mystery. I know for me, I read a lot more serious books. And then every now and then I like historical fiction. So I got to throw some of those things in there just so, it's more relaxed reading. I probably don't do that enough, but put your book in a place that you're actually going to read. Okay. Do you have a favorite chair in the house? Do you have an office in your house? Is it going to be at bedtime? For me, that's tough because if I start reading at bedtime, I'll just get tired and want to go to sleep. Okay. But find some place that you can read, you'll do it, and have your book right there. If it's up on the bookshelf, if it's I know I'm this way. I can't put this on everybody, but out of sight, out of mind. So if I were to put my book up somewhere, I would go looking for it a week later, like, dang, where did I put that book? And go find it, put it back up. I would have the same issue again, and I wouldn't read it, right? So put it someplace that you're going to see it. It's easily accessible. You are creating an environment for success. You are putting yourself in a position to make it easier to create these habits. They're going to stack upon one another. And I said earlier, you can have these little incremental ways of getting better at something. And this is going to allow you to do that. And eventually you jump levels big time because you've done these things consistently over time. All right. So find a goal, find something, a desired outcome, something that you want to do and get better at. It could be, again, something as simple as reading a book, or maybe it is really improving your fitness levels. Set up your environment for success. Think ahead of time, do a little bit of work ahead of time to make it easier to actually jump into action and do that thing right away. Because when it's easy to do right away, the only hurdle you have to get over is, your mind, which is not an easy hurdle, right? But if I have to get over my mind and my environment, that makes it a lot tougher. So have your environment prepped, set, ready. So then I can just say, hey, you know what? I'm going to jump to it because it's right there. And I promise you are going to start to see growth in the areas that you want to get better at. All right, y'all, this has been another episode of Coach P's Perspective. Take these things, make some notes, put them to action. May God bless you, smile upon you, and give you peace. Till next time, we're out.